Hi everyone, thank you for joining our first presentation. I'm Kwang-Sun Blair. My colleague is Drs. Catia Cividini-Motta, Kim Crosland, and I are faculty in the Applied Behavior Analysis program at the University of South Florida. It is my pleasure to share with you some information on Project EVAS that has been implementing school-based behavior analytic consultation support in Florida school districts. EVA stands for Enhancing Behavior Analytics Services for Children with Emotional and Behavioral Disorders. Project EVA's aims to improve the quality of behavior intervention services for children with severe behavioral challenges by preparing high-quality behavior analysts and school psychologists who can provide evidence-based interventions to these children in an interdisciplinary team-based approach. Our poster provides a brief overview of the focus of our project and preliminary outcome data on the children served by the project scholars for the past 4 years. As you know, public schools face a high rate of students with emotional and behavioral disorders who are served in segregated settings, and a high rate of high school dropouts among these students. Behavior analysts can play an important role in the school system to address these students' needs and prevent their future problems. However, there is a critical shortage of school-based behavior analysts, and it has been challenging to create local systems to support and sustain implementation of evidence-based practices for students with a severe EBD. In providing school-based behavior analytics consultation, Project EVAS has been focusing on training project scholars to facilitate a team-based process of functional behavior assessment and behavior intervention implementation. During the past 4 years, the project scholars have provided behavior interventions to 79 children with disabilities or at risk for EBD, served in 35 schools in 3 Florida school districts. Most of the children are male and elementary school students. We have documented behavior intervention data on these children. Various interventions have been used to address the children's problem behavior. Examples of the intervention include differential reinforcement, preventive reinforce, class pass intervention, functional communication training, token economy, and visual strategy. We have been aggregating the children's data to examine the effect sizes of the interventions and to identify variables that moderate the effects. As you can see in the table, we did not find statistically significant differences in the outcome measures and grade levels in effect sizes. However, we found that the types of intervention and disability were moderating variables. Most of the interventions were equally effective, demonstrating large effect sizes. However, differences were found among differential reinforcement, check and check out, visual strategy, and other interventions. The differential reinforcement, check and check out, and visual strategy showed small effect sizes than other interventions. One of the lessons learned or takeaway from our project activities is that to some degree, all children who are served by the project scholars have benefited from the interventions implemented by the teachers in collaboration with the scholars. Another takeaway is that school-based behavioral consultation requires collaborative team-based approach and needs an efficient manualized intervention model that can help with the facilitation of the FBA and BIP process. And it also requires addressing social validity and contextual fit, providing implementation support to teachers and involving problem solving and database decision making. Thank you again for joining our poster presentation. Please feel free to contact us if you have any questions on our project activities and outcomes. Thank you.